It's Monday. Welcome to the Cardone Zone, where Mondays is reserved for real estate investing made simple. This is brought to you by the Cardone Zone and Cardone Capital. The efforts at Cardone Capital disrupt the system and bring you deals direct to the marketplace. Cut out the middleman. That's right. I'm talking cutting out the Goldmans and the Blackstones and all the big companies out there and going straight to you with real estate investments where we target properties that we believe can earn 15% per year for our investors and partners. I know that's hard to believe, folks. I don't expect you to believe it. Go do your own research at cardonecapital.com. Register. Thank you, Johnny, for bumping the camera. Register. Johnny was so blown away by the 15% possibility that he ran into the camera. But don't believe me, go to cardonecapital.com. You'll see the deals I've been doing for 30 years. Do your research there. I can't promise you that what I've done over the last 30 years can continue to be done, but I can tell you this. I will never let my family down. I believe I'm doing the right thing with my own finances. I do not want to be invested in the stock market today. It's down 250 points this morning. I do not want to be invested in the stock market today. I do not want to be invested in ETFs today. I do not want to be invested in mutual funds today. And I do not want my cash sitting in the bank. So if you don't, and I don't want my cash sitting in equity, dead equity in a house. So if you don't want those things, and I can help you learn how to buy real estate on your own, or you want to buy it with me, either way is fine. Some people do both. We have people that invest in their own deals and then also invest with me. Every Monday I come to you to talk about how you can and should be buying real estate yourself, and I try to go over the things that you're asking about every week. So we got calls all week. Hey, can you show me? And by the way, just post your question below and we'll handle it in a show. So if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, just post in comments what you'd like me to cover in the future. Today, this week's big question. Grant, how do you do the rent drum beat? How do you do rent and lease audits? Okay, this is a really, really important thing because look, income, as you know, on the real estate game, there's basically income less expenses, okay? Expenses equals your holy grail NOI less debt, okay? By the way, debt is below that line because debt is optional. You don't have to put debt on the deal unless you do, okay? And so we have income, expenses, NOI. Your NOI is controlled by these two things right here. You can only get expenses so low. I'm doing a webcast actually this weekend, a seminar, exclusive seminar about income, because income is the most important senior operating datum for every family, every rental property, and every business. Without income, you cannot afford expenses. This is why people lose their properties in the downturns and contractions. People lose their properties because they can't fund the carpets, the wood floors, the kitchens, the rehab, the landscaping, the taxes, all of which go in here, okay, when things contract and therefore have no NOI. You with me? Why? Because their income wasn't great enough. So when you're buying a property, you are basically not just like a house. Like a house you're buying, oh, I love the house. My decision on that property has to be based on the income of the property. You follow me? Because I'm not buying it just because it's pretty. Yes, it's beautiful. Yes, it's got a great pool. Yes, it's got a good location. Yes, there's great schools there. But I have to make a decision on how much I'm going to pay for it based on not all those frivolous, unmeasurable things. I need to make it based on the income of the property, the expenses of the property, and the NOI. The first thing that you will have to do when you buy a piece of property, and you'll have to do this with the bank if you're going to get a loan. You'll have to do it with your partners. You'll have to do it with your investor friends if they're helping you buy the deal because you're raising money. You will have to do a rent and a lease audit. Mm-hmm. Right, Ryan? Now, if you got 4 units, it's pretty easy.
And I was blown away too, when I transitioned from 4 to 400.
Yeah.
I mean, you have 7 things that we talked about before the show.
Right.
That you go over to fully
7 things that you need to know about the rent, and there's a whole bunch of things. There's the who, the what, the when, that you need to know about the lease audit, okay? So if you're buying 4 units, this is why all my friends at Bigger Pockets and most everybody, even Kiyosaki and your buddy
Which one?
that did deals with Kiyosaki.
Kenny.
Kenny. Those guys are all talking about 4s, Dean Graziosi. And look, everybody's got to start where they think they got to start. You don't have to start where you actually start, but everybody starts where they think they have to start. Big difference between where you think you have to start and where you should start. So a lot of people are starting with 4 units. Easy to do a rent, but I know people that are doing this not even studying the rents. Okay, you're buying a deal with 4 units. Who is the lease tenant? Who is the tenant? Not what price you're paying or what the cap rate is. Who is the tenant? What are they paying? Has anybody done, for instance, we're going to go over the 7 things. Has anybody said, man, when did they agree to the lease? When? Okay, when? When does it terminate? Right? Okay, what? What are they paying? How much? What are they paying? Okay, how did they pay? Did they pay check, cash? Cash should be suspect. Oh, they paid cash. Really? Where's the report? Okay, where's the cross? Where's the lease termination date? Where's the date that they said? How about this? How about the credit report? Do you have a credit report on the bum that they put in the place in the last 30 days before they sold the property? Or the brother-in-law that they put in the property, hey man, just move in, just move in right now. They'd been vacant for 6 months. Hey, just move in and you can move out once it closes. Don't think that doesn't happen, okay? Oh yeah, okay? And that's just 4. What if this goes to 400 units? And then what do you want to look at? What are some of the 7 things, Captain Ryan?
On the rent roll?
Yeah.
So the first one on the rent roll, these are the 7 things. I'll go through them quick. The gross potential rent is what you look at. So you say, what is the gross potential rent? So what can I achieve? Number 2 is the effective rent.
Maximum amount that you can achieve is the gross rent, okay? So I'm looking at a deal right here. We know when we bought this deal, the gross potential was $3.2 million. That number could be $320, it could be $32,000. You need to see, hey, what is the furthest anyone can hit the ball? Next thing.
And I know I'm throwing out some terms, you can go there. The number 2 is the effective rents.
Effective rent, the difference between gross and effective is the vacancy and the concessions. What does that mean? You need to know what this means, and it will be further verified and validated by the lease audit.
Number 3 is market rents.
Market, what is your neighbor, I love doing this like this, what is your neighbor on the right side and on the left side renting things for? The customer says, the guy you're buying it from says, oh, the rents are $1,250 a month. The guy next to you is at $1,180, and the guy on the side of you is at $1,220. Or you're at $1,200, and you know the neighborhoods above that, like we just bought a deal in Austin, Texas. We think the rents could actually be $250 higher on the property that we bought from what they are. Go ahead.
Number 4 is occupancy.
Occupancy. How many people are really in the building? This doesn't include all the freeloaders. Oh, also when you do your lease audit, the Smiths are in the building, but how many people live there? I bought a deal in San Diego, California, didn't know it. I thought I was buying a building with 40 units and 80 people. I was buying a unit, 40 people, and double the number of people lived on that property, which meant what?
Packing them in there.
And to me, what did it mean? Expenses were heavy, parking lot was always jammed, water bills were too high. 4 people to shower, man, per unit in a 2-bedroom. Okay, some of the units had 8 people in them. Issues. I got issues. What else? Let's get the rest of the list and then we'll go to break. Or should we just drag them out right now? Just hook you guys in, huh? We're going to do the hook.
Come back.
We're going to do the hook. Don't go anyplace.
When that opportunity knocks and you can become something successful in life, you got to push forward.
Keep motivating the world, man. Give it up for Snoop Dogg. Y'all feeling good out there? Somebody make some noise. This is how you run a conference. If you feel like we're over-delivering to you, let the world know.
Hey, welcome back to the Cardone Zone, where every Monday we talk to you about real estate, how to get started, how to buy your own deals, how to fund them, finance them. And today, with 6 callers on the phone, Natalie's waiting, ready. We're going to take your calls, and we're talking today. Please keep your questions focused on rent and lease audits, or do you have a deal, or as we say, do you have a question? Okay. 7 things that you want to look at when you're going over your rent, the rent roll. A rent roll. This property. What is this? Is this our property we bought here on Point?
192 units.
Okay, I bought 192 units.
18 pages.
That means you're going to have to do an 18-page lease audit. Now, if the property's big enough, we don't actually do this lease audit ourselves, just so you know. I used to. What I do is I pay a company that I work with every day. Sometimes we pay them, sometimes we don't. I do so much business with them, I don't have to pay them, really. $40 a unit. I think we get a deal, right, Ryan?
25.
Yeah. But you're going to pay about $40 a unit. We pay $7,680, and one of the things they do for us is a lease audit. And a lease audit is basically a forensic. Remember that word, forensics. You're looking for DNA, man. You're looking for DNA on the sheets. Huh? You're looking for hair molecules.
I was thinking the exact same thing, that the hair.
Who, what, when. Okay? Who, what, when. Who, what, when, where. Who, what, when, where. Who, what, when, where, right? Mm-hmm. It's an audit, okay? It's like, who lives in that property? Oh, really, what's his name? And what does he do? And when did he move in? And where is the check? Well, there is no check. If there is no check, there is no deposit. If there's no deposit, he's going to blow out of the joint, okay? And he's going to do damage to the property. So a lot of times you can have what is called phantom renters. Okay, this is the phantom scheme used by sellers prior to putting the property on the market. They slam and jam. And by the way, if you don't do your damn research and they whack you by doing this little, what's the scheme called again? The phantom scheme, man. Okay, if they pull the phantom scheme off, don't like, oh my God, I got ripped off. No, you are ripped off susceptible. You don't have to get, what's those diseases called, Ryan? STDs. You don't have to get those because you could strap on the protection. You don't have to get whacked by the stock market. You could be invested in real estate. You don't have to lose money in Bitcoin. Nobody did anything to you. You went for a shortcut. And if you don't do a lease audit, then you deserve everything you get. And this is the problem when you guys are doing 4s and 8s and 12s and 16s. You don't know what you're doing, and you don't do enough of them. The reason you don't do enough of them is because you don't know what you're doing. I have a sister-in-law. She went and bought some apartments. She lost everything. Like, the whole thing got lost. Yeah. She bought a property without a lease audit. She trusted who was selling the property. Oh my God, it looks all good on paper, right? So what you want is, the first thing you want is a profit and loss statement, also known as, Ryan?
T12.
Yeah, man, a T12, man. I thought you were going to down me there for a second. What's the T12? Income, less expenses, okay, equals the NOI. This is what you guys look at, but then you need to take it to a lease audit. You either need to do it or somebody needs to do it. You need to hire somebody. Who lives there? What are they paying? What is the term? When did they sign it? Show me the check. Show me the contract. Show me the credit report. Show me their income, their W-2 that says they can afford to live there, because she should be, that renter, Natalie, should be, okay, 3x her income. If she's paying $1,000 a month, you would want to see her W-2 that says she makes $32,000 a year or $36,000 a year. If she's not at least 3x, you're like, God, I didn't know all this stuff. Get the course, folks. If you can't afford the course, you can't afford that, I promise you. GrantCardone.com/real estate course. GrantCardone.com/real estate course. That course is $10,000. It's not cheap, but you have to know what you're doing. Let me tell you what else is not cheap. Okay, not knowing what you're doing. Mm-hmm. Not knowing how to get the best loan. Not knowing how to look in this deal. Your first deal is probably going to be $3.2 million. That's the perfect size of your first deal. Your first deal should be 32 units. And somewhere $3.2 million or above. It's going to take $800,000 to buy this deal. That's the perfect size deal. In the book and in the course, I go through A through Z. If you can check off A through Z, most of these, a majority of them, you should buy that deal. It's that simple. You would finance $2.4 million, and you're like, man, I don't have 800 grand. You don't even know how to do a lease audit. You need to learn the game, okay? Why? This is the first thing that I talk about in real estate. You need to know you want to do this. Once you know for sure you want to do this, once you know for sure, look, I'm going to make double or triple on my money when I buy that deal. If I could guarantee you a triple, if I could guarantee you this would triple, 800 grand would become $2.4 million, enough to pay off the debt on this deal. You understand? Your 800 would be $2.4 million if I could convince you that I knew for sure this deal would do at least 3 times. Would you invest the time, the energy, the money to buy that deal? And the work and the discipline not to do all this other bullshit that you guys do, which is buy a house, buy a duplex, buy Bitcoin, waste money on Gucci belts. Here's my Gucci belt, my $40 Gucci belt.
Hugo Boss, $59.
All right, let's take our callers, man. Look, I'm telling you guys, at Cardone Capital, we find deals that we believe can return 15% to our investors and our partners. People are like, that's impossible. We sold $120 million worth of real estate last year, all of which did double, twice, 2 times our 15% projected per year. So you start making money at 15 and 20% a year, you start churning money at those kind of numbers, you can get rich. But you got to be in the right assets and not lose money along the way, and you got to know how to do a damn lease audit. Who, what, when? Hey, are there any dogs on the property? Oh, really? Where's the deposit for the freaking Rottweiler? Pet fee. Pet fee? Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going to charge for Ruff. Okay, go ahead, let's talk.
You got Raymond.
Hey, by the way, Raymond, does Raymond have a criminal record? Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, what's up, Raymond? Do you have a criminal record? Do you have a...
No,
Huh?
sir, not me.
Well, good. Well, good. You won't mind me doing a criminal background check on you, will you?
Go right ahead, brother. You won't find nothing on this dude right here.
That's good.
Out of Austin,
That's good.
Texas.
How about a driver's license?
I sure do.
Okay,
I
you
got one of
might
them.
not need one to vote, but you need one to rent from it.
I certainly do. You're right about that.
Okay, hey, bro, you got a deal or you got a question?
I got a deal, man.
Man, bring it on, Raymond.
Yeah. Thank you, Grant. I want to say just real quick, man, I really appreciate what you're doing for us little guy out here.
Man.
I was able to get some money and get into your non-accredited funds.
Oh, good.
I'm excited about that. I came across you on YouTube taking delivery of that brand new G550. That's my dream jet, and I was really impressed. And that's when I got hooked up with you. And I want to thank you for what you've done for the veterans. I was able to take advantage of that offer that you gave for the veterans to come on down to Miami to your 10th Growth Con this past February. I brought my wife and my son. My daughter couldn't make it because she was in school. We had a great time, man.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Hey, man, let's do this, man. Yeah. Let's have a long conversation over a picnic or something. What you got? Give me your deal, man.
Yeah, what I got for you, man, is I got a deal here in Austin, Pflugerville at,
Austin?
You want the address of it, or?
Sure, man. Give me the address, man.
Yeah, it's 1200 South 10th Street in Pflugerville. It's a townhome community with 93 units.
Ooh, I like the size.
Yeah, man, yeah.
People like size don't matter. Trust me, size matters. Yeah. Only a little man will say size don't matter.
Yes, sir.
What's the address again, player?
1200 South 10th Street, Pflugerville.
Ooh, Pflugerville, man.
Yeah, man. That's only 5 miles west.
Pflugerville, Texas, man. Pflugerville, man. Pflugerville, man.
That's right.
Oh, I got it.
Do you live in Pflugerville?
I live close to it in Huddle.
You live in Huddle?
Huddle, Round Rock, Pflugerville.
I'm glad your Huddle's not called Puddle. Okay, dude. So we got 93 townhomes. Man, this is kind of sexy. 90 pictures. It's got 90 images. You know what 90 images means? I'm proud of my shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. By the way, you can trust these pictures more than you can most of these fitness guys on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know when Ryan posts his photos on Instagram, he does that filter where it blows your shoulders up, huh?
10 different filters.
Okay, we got 93 units.
It's clean too. This is a clean.
Clean as a whistle. How much military's in here?
I don't know. I haven't checked the rent rolls or anything like that. This particular area is not really big in military, like say San Antonio.
Yeah.
Or
okay, good. That's awesome. Where's Pflugerville near? I don't know where this.
Pflugerville it's near the executive airport, Austin Executive.
Yeah. Dude, Jerry, Ryan, we know this Pflugerville, dude.
No Pflugerville. You know Pflugerville.
This is up north, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. We flew in here, bro. We looked at some stuff near Pflugerville.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, what are the rents on this bad boy? $1,200 a month?
Rent? The average is about $1,800.
Woo! 1,800. These are townhomes, though. By the way, these aren't just little apartments.
No, these are two-car garage townhomes.
Yeah, these are 1,200 square foot units, so they're big, massive units. That's good and bad, by the way. Okay, because big units. You from Venezuela, dude. You know what big units means.
Mm-hmm. Big families.
Big families, man. Like let's put 15 people in it.
Yeah.
Let's run a business out of it. Shit, man, we got 17 rooms here, man. These closets should be financially profitable.
Right.
Yeah. So how much they want for the bad boy?
$18,750.
How much?
$18,750,000.
Okay, good. So do you have the $4.5 million necessary to buy this deal?
No, sir.
Okay, so look, you're going to finance $14,250. Let's see if the math works on the deal. Do you know what the NOI is?
I looked through the paperwork. I came up with about $831,066.
$863K is going to be the debt. How much is it?
$18,750.
The NOI?
Yeah.
$831,066.
1831.
No, 831,000.
Yeah, dude, that deal it won't even pay for the debt, bro.
Yeah, it's too much.
You got $863,000 worth of debt there a year. Is that right? $14 million.
$855 at 6%. It's $855.
Yeah. No.
No, it won't work.
Something wrong. 14 million, 18. I mean, I love Austin, bro. How many units there? How many units?
93.
18. How much is that a unit, Ryan?
18.5.
How many units?
Divided by 93, it's 198 a door.
It's 201 a door. Yeah. Dude, I just bought two. I just paid two. What year is this?
This is 15.
2015? Yeah, look, man, Austin is a crazy market, bro.
Yeah.
Facebook, I got Apple going in, we got Google all over the place. I mean, it's a freaking nuts market. If I'm gonna pay $200,000 a door. What year? 2015?
Yeah.
But I got to do my math different, okay? Because something wrong with your math, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 93 units at $1,800 a month. I think you can get that, Ryan. They're big units.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yep, it's 167 times 12.
167K a month times 12.
$2 million.
Okay, $2 million. Okay, he's gonna spend him over there. He's gonna spend $800,000 on it because he's gonna manage it himself. 1.2 million. 1.2 million. That's your NOI. Divided by 0.05. Oh yeah, dude, you could buy that deal. Yeah, no, I'm changing my mind right now. 1.2 divided by 1.2 million divided by 18 million.
24.
It's a 6.6 cap. The problem you're going to have with this deal, man, look, let's assume you can go find the $4.7 million necessary to buy the deal. You'll get a loan on this deal, by the way. Fannie Mae would love this deal. Fannie Mae would love this deal. Your problem with this deal is going to be how to exit. How do you sell 93 units? Who's your exit? Who's the buyer going to be? Who's the player going to be? And it's probably small enough to where you could actually find somebody that's half clued in and you could clobber them. Look, when you start playing this game right here, by the way, clobbering somebody's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, these are all grown-ups. It's fair when you clobber grown-ups. I mean, when you got it's a little beach baby seal, that ain't right. I mean, you got to get a full grown out there in the wild. You know, out of the water, man, where you're like 17 feet in the air, you're like, chop it. Like, that's admirable. Let's take a photo. You know, let's get some video, but you can't clobber somebody. That's the problem with the real estate game. Like all the little guys are getting clobbered. But when I go sell my deal in Nashville to a group that owns 20,000 units, they own 20,000 units. I sell my deal for $91 million, and he knows I paid 58, and I pick up 53, and I pick up 28 big ones. Oh, I clobbered him, dude. Okay. I mean, he knew I was jumping up out of the water like 50 feet, dog. Okay, ate him and took down an alien ship that was passing by all at the same time. It was admirable. Sigourney Weaver was on the ship while I took down the big seal, right? You understand? You got to know what you're doing, baby. You guys got to know your game with the real estate game. Stay with us.
When that opportunity knocks and you can become something successful in life, you got to push forward.
Keep motivating the world, man. Give it up for Snoop Dogg. Y'all feeling good out there? Somebody make some noise.
This is how you run a conference. If you feel like we're over-delivering to you, let the world know. Hey, welcome back to the Cardone Zone. Keep it serious here, folks. Y'all got to keep it serious. Y'all got to get real. And by the way, if you can't joke and learn something at the same time, it's because you don't know what you're doing. I had somebody say, man, I wish he was more serious. It's because you don't know what you're doing. Right? People get all serious. Y'all get all serious because you don't know what you're doing. You know, because if you know what you're doing, you can go from fun to serious and not even miss a step. It's because the reason you're like, oh, your grammar's bad. It's because you're too serious about the things that don't even matter. You know? You should be able to look at some of this data and know immediately, man, I got to do a lease audit. What do I need to do with a lease audit? I need to know that Bobby Drenson moved in on, what date are we? March 4th right now?
Yes.
Moved in on February 4th. Okay, good. How long is the lease for? Good. Oh, well, it's until February 4th. I already know that's a bullshit lease. It's February 4th, 2020, okay? It shouldn't be 2004. It should be 2003 or less. That would be a 12-month lease, but most leases are not even 12 months. So you got to know what to look for, okay? Then later on, you go through the lease audit, and number 27, we got Sally Dreeson. Okay? It's a sister. Like, you guys got to know what to look for. Who, what, when. Who do they work for? Where do they get their money from? What do they get paid? Where's the copy of the W-2? A W-2 is what every person in America has, which is, hey, this is my payroll and my wages. I rent to Francisco. I have the right to say, dude, do you have a driver's license? Yes, I do. Do you have a passport? I have the right to ask that. Do you have a criminal record? Good. Let me see your W-2. You can't show me those things? Okay? Or you're buying a piece of property and half the rent roll, half the 28 people that live there, you can't get this documentation on. How about the dog? Dude, where's the rabies shots, bitch? What, you call me a bitch? No, your dog is a female Chihuahua. Where is the record? Okay? Where's the records, man? Okay? Okay? Oh, by the way, where's the check for the security deposit on the dog? It's called a lease audit. if you can't do a lease audit, you can't buy the real estate, and because you have a fiduciary responsibility to your money. That's why I tell people all the time, like, dude, I don't lose money. I don't lose my money, okay? If you're gonna find a partner to invest in, find one that doesn't lose money. Don't lose money. And then you can go get investors. Like if I lose my money, don't put me in charge of yours. Before somebody gives you financial advance, show me your money. Where's your money? Well. Okay, next caller.
All right, you get Andrew in San Diego.
Next time you get real estate advice from somebody, show me your properties. Show me your properties, man. It's part of your credit check. When you get data and information from somebody, show me what you've done. Bill Belichick admits he never played football. But like the guy's got 6 rings. I'll listen. Okay. Andrew is in the house.
What's up, Grant? How you doing, man?
Man, don't get excited, man. Don't get excited. Don't be trying that shit on me, man. Dude, do you have a deal or do you have a question?
I got a deal for you. And this deal's for you, by the way, for you.
Somebody thinking about me. What's the deal? Give me the deal.
So it's 384 units.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You have no idea what just happened to me.
And it's in Houston. I know you love Houston.
Like the big
NOI,
H. Like the big H.
The NOI is 2.77925.
2.78, okay.
And so it doesn't have a price on it, but I just wrote it at a 6 cap, so it's 46.2 million.
Yeah, it'll be more than that. 46.2 million.
Yeah, 93% occupied.
93% occupied. Okay, good. I like that.
Rents are 1,074.
Okay, look, this guy knows what he's doing. Yeah, what's the location, man? Biggest problem, Brian, you want to talk about this? What do I always say about Houston?
Location.
Dude, like location is important everywhere, but there is no place where location, like I don't know of a city that location doesn't matter more than Houston, Texas.
Okay. So it's in West Chase.
Yeah, I saw the deal yesterday.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. That's 120 grand a door. I think it's rich, man. I just think it's rich. I don't think you're going to buy it at a 6 cap either. Ryan, do you know this deal? Did you see the deal yesterday? I saw this exact deal come over my desk yesterday.
I don't think I did. What's the name of it?
Yeah, what's the name?
Mercy Park.
What is it?
Mercy Park.
Who's got the listing on it?
What do you say, Gramercy?
ARA.
Yeah, exactly. I got it from Clint Duncan. Is that where you got yours?
I don't know who sent it to me, but I know it's from ARA.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Is it labeled Central? Oh, Gramercy Park.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, rare 1990s value add.
Yeah, 1998. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right here, 15.14 acres, occupancy 93. You're just reading off the lead sheet, man. Have you been there?
Have I been there? No.
No, that'd be no. Yeah.
I don't think that deal's going to trade at a 6 cap. I mean, even 70s, 80s, and 90
Dude,
products.
it's going to be less than a 6 cap.
475 to a 5.25 cap.
Yeah, I think this deal's going to probably be, what?
What's
Dude, I mean that's what it because my I've been working out a lot. You start working, you start having to move around all this muscle.
He can't even sleep because his shoulders are so big. He's like got to get 2 pillows.
I mean, I think this deal is going to be closer to 52 million, not 42 million. I don't know. We could find out. I could call the people, but they hate when I call them put them on
air.
I can't even get some people to even talk to me anymore because they're like, "Shit, we're scared to talk to you." Yeah. So look, man, I don't love West Chase. I'll just tell you right now, I don't love that part of town. The code's not the word I'm looking for right now. It's
Zoning.
Thank you, Ryan. Man, I really appreciate it when you're there for me. The zoning, dude. The zoning in Houston.
Yeah.
You can have. It's just north of Sugar Land. You can have. I don't love this. It's over there by Cinco Ranch. it's south of Exxon, right?
Yeah, so it's moving towards the energy corridor. You got the George Bush Parkway there.
George Bush Parkway.
Yeah.
It's just, man, you got to be careful. The zoning over there is strip joint, filling station, apartment complex, 7-Eleven across the street.
Well, in Westheimer too, whenever we go in Houston, you're always like, hey, watch out for Westheimer, because that's when it starts to drop
It's
off.
just, you got to know the market, bro. You got to know the market. You need to look at another 30 or 40 deals in Houston, which won't be hard for you because they're all over the place. Are you in Houston?
No, I'm in San Diego.
Man, what you doing, man? You ought to be looking in San Diego, bro. You ought to be trying to buy stuff in San Diego.
Probably harder there than Houston.
Yep. Well, you got no business living in San Diego, then you ought to move.
Yeah.
Everybody in California should move. I don't know what's wrong with you people. You're freaking nuts. Yeah, just go there and treat it like a damn date. Use it, leave. Okay, next caller.
Ready? You got O'Donna in Virginia. O'Donna.
Yeah. One night might be too long. Dude, I've been on dates where one night was like
It's like killing
10
you.
hours too long.
Yeah.
Like we should have
Check, please.
Should have killed this at 45 minutes. I'm serious. Could have done all this over dinner. O'Donna, what's up?
Hi. So I have a deal that I would like for you to talk to me about.
Let's do it, O'Donna. Is it O'Donna?
It's Adana.
Adana.
Yes. So this is an off-market deal that I found, and I signed a confidentiality agreement. So I'm going to give you maybe 1 or 2 units off.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that again, guys. I'd quit signing these confidentiality agreements on off-market deals. I'll tell you the scam behind it here in a second, but go ahead.
Okay. So basically, it's about 103 units.
Okay, I like it.
So it is averaging about $668 per month. Their net income potential currently is $834,000 a year. And I know for a fact that the rent can go up because there's units right next door, about 150 units. That's about $100 more, and they're at 100% occupancy.
Good. This is awesome, by the way. Well, this is one of the things we look for. Wreck-It Ralph, Wreck-It Ryan. Wreck-It Ryan talked about it. I saw that movie last night, by the way. I love it. He talked about market rents, okay, and she's saying they're 100%. 768 next door and 100% occupied means these could also be raised.
Right, absolutely.
Then
I want to tell you what.
Della, then I start thinking about how do I buy this one and that one, by the way. First thing I'm thinking of, how do I buy this one and go buy that one? Do you know when this one traded, the other one?
I'm sorry?
Do you know when the other building traded last?
When it traded last?
The comp.
Well, the ones that I have now, the comps are about maybe $5 million.
Yeah, but I mean, do you know this other property that you just mentioned that where they get 768? Do you know when the last time that traded?
No.
Okay,
no,
good. You want to put that down as something that you want to do some research on.
Okay.
But let me just do the math on this deal, okay, real quick. I'm going to do it without you giving me any more information. Times 103 times 12 times 0.92, 758. Yeah. So, yeah, the number you quoted me was the potential income, right? Mm-hmm. The 834 the 834 you mentioned, that's income, not NOI.
Right. The NOI is really low. The NOI is actually $210,553.
Why does she have to give it to me, man? I wanted to tell her what the NOI. I wanted to tell y'all how smart I am, man. Well, first of all, the income on this deal is probably closer to 759 than it is 834, which isn't bad. I just kind of guessed that, but based on the math here, the times, let's see, how much are they charging for management there?
Well, they own the management company, so that's why their financial statement looks kind of weird to me.
That's why you don't need to worry about the NOI in this case, because this is a mom and pop deal. They're jamming everything in there. They don't want to pay any taxes. See, now you know when you read a form. Like I'm telling you right now, NOI is the most important thing, and I'm telling you on this thing, on this particular deal, NOI means nothing.
Because we're in Virginia and they have like snow and ice removal in July, so that kind of looks kind of weird to me.
Yeah, and they might even own
Could be the way-
the company.
Could be the way they're booking it too. So
Yeah,
I mean,
but they could own the company that removed the snow, so they might be just
Right,
sending all the money
right.
over there. Like
Right.
when you're buying small deals, you're going to see a lot of stuff like this, by the way. Okay, but I'm going to tell you how I think this deal works. I think you take 320 off of this number. Most that you take off this number is going to be I'm going to make this 300 actually. And I think that this deal makes $459 a year without a rent increase. $459 a year. How much they want for the property?
I'm debating that right now. I haven't given him a number.
What year is it? What year is it?
It was built in the late 70s, early 80s, possibly.
Yeah, offer them $5 million.
Okay. Okay. So then I have another wrench to throw in. So
Hold on. You don't need another wrench, okay? What you need to do is get it under contract.
Okay.
Okay, so look, this thing's going to have an NOI of $459, and you got to do something there, which might just be you're just a nice person, you're going to move in. Here's your NOI now, and what you're going to do is you're going to go raise the rents 100 times 93 times 90.2 times 12. What number is that, Ryan? Do you know?
Yeah, so 100.
And we do this. We talk about this in the course, the real estate course, the
93.
25, 50, 75, 100 possibility of forced appreciation. GrantCardone.com/real estate course. You guys should know all this.
102.
$102,000. By the way, I think I figured her at a 6.5 cap or a 7 cap. 459 divided by 5 million. Let me see what cap rate.
1.5 million in value.
I used. Wait a minute.
at a 6.5. 1.5.
What's the NOI on this deal?
NOI is
459.
459.
They don't. Yeah. Divided by 0.07.
It's like 1.3.
459 divided by. That's a big NOI though, dude. 2.06.
No, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about how much she increased in value if she could raise the rents by $100.
Yeah.
$1.3 million. So she buys it for $5. She could sell it
Yeah,
for $6.2.
you could pay more than $5 million for this. You could pay $7.6 million for this. Okay, because that'll get you a 6. Let me see, that'll be 561. If she paid $7 million, 561. If she paid cash for the deal, it's $7.5 million divided by $7.5 million. That equals a 7.4 cap. Dude, I love this deal. I don't know how old it is, if it's in a good location.
1970s, so it's old.
So it's old, but that's fine. It's a 7.5 cap. Let me just tell you something. This is, if you can buy it for $5 million, I'll be your partner. Okay. So the Fannie Mae's going to love this deal. They're going to love this deal. This is going to make money for decades, folks. Why? It's big enough. 93 units is big enough to cash flow her through problems. Okay. 103 units, big enough. Probably no pool there, probably no security, probably no great lighting, probably no, you could overinvest on this property, but there's an opportunity to be paid 7, 8, 9, 10, 12% per year while you just sit there and wait for rents to keep creeping up. Trust me, the stock market will crash, folks. ETFs will get slammed and hammered. Mutual funds will get destroyed in America. And that piece of real estate right there will be sitting there paying the expenses, the electricity, the gas, the water, the taxes for years to come. One day she'll look up $7 million, $7.5 million divided by 103 units. 30 years from now, she'll own it. There won't be any debt on it. $70,000 a door. What city is this in?
It's in Newport News, Virginia.
Oh yeah, Virginia?
Yes.
Look, Virginia is the new Hollywood.
Okay.
Hollywood goes to DC to meet all the damn politicians, okay?
Right.
Like Beyonce and Jay-Z, they go to the White House. The White House don't go to them.
Right.
They don't go anymore, but they used to.
Right.
Now,
In
Kanye
full disclosure,
goes.
though, make sure you do your due diligence before you pay $5 or $7 or $6 million for the
Well, of course,
deal.
okay? You're going to need to do but you wanted to throw in one other little wrench.
Well, I was thinking thinking about.
I love
we
female
have,
investors, by the way. Much smarter than me.
VHDA, Virginia Housing Authority, they actually have a loan to give me up to 90% loan of value.
Yeah, well, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
You would never, ever, ever borrow 90% of the money on this deal.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
when I say nevers and when I say always, everybody needs to understand I don't mean never or always. There's always an exception to every rule. Every rule. You know, I never speed unless I absolutely have to, at which point I'm going to go fast. Okay, but you know, so the 90%, because there must be some kind of housing restriction on this, some kind of rent growth restriction, some kind of affordable component. Is that right?
Right. Well, they have a huge design criteria. So we need to put in a certain size refrigerators. The specs have to be a certain way. Dishwashers. So it's probably adding $25,000 per unit that I would have to put in for what they are asking for.
Well, that's 25,000 times 103 units is how much money?
2.5.
2.5 million. Yeah, that changes everything. Mm-hmm. Good news is this, okay? Some people just don't want dogs with ticks and fleas. Mm-hmm. But I know if I can get a good dog with ticks and fleas and get him all cleaned up, I got me a good dog with ticks and fleas. Hey, by the way, all dogs have ticks and fleas sooner or later. It's not some ticks have dogs, I'm sure, okay? But most dogs have ticks and fleas. So it doesn't mean he's not a good breed. It doesn't mean he won't be obedient. It doesn't mean he won't guard the house. But I might want to buy him while he's dirty. If y'all can read between the lines there, you understand what I'm saying. So I have bought deals with what's called hair on the deal. These shows always go long because there's so much great data here. Mm-hmm. Hair on the deal, baby, the HOD. And it sounds like to me, you got some HOD and there's an opportunity.
Wow.
Okay. Hey, send me this full deal. I might be your partner on this deal.
I sure will.
Okay, because I know I could get approved.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
I love you. By the way, women investors are the better investors between men and women. Women are better at the game. They have imaginations that men typically don't have. No offense, ladies, I love you. My mama was a good picker. She just didn't have the courage. Mm. So she was scared of the phone calls, and I was like, no, I want the phone calls. Okay, but women tend to have this is not meant to be sexist or anything, but they tend to have a bit of a a frequency, this sensation that about things, a little more perceptive, mm-hmm. I think. Mm-hmm. Now me, I'm like a tuning fork around a piece of real estate. I start vibrating. My wife doesn't have that as much as me. She feels good inside the place, but I have this I'm like this water stick. Okay, we got another caller. Are we good? Okay. Hey,
how many deals do you think you've looked at though in your career?
In my career, 30 years, I don't know. Somebody was like, "Hey, this program's $10,000. That's a lot of money."
10,000, 20,000
I've
deals.
looked at least, 5 billion.
5 million units.
Billion.
5 billion.
$billion
units.
worth of real estate deals.
Yes.
To buy $1 billion, for sure. I've looked at that. Maybe 10 billion. So, I bought $1 billion worth of deals. So I've made so many mistakes, so many deals that I've not bought. Mm-hmm. I overanalyzed, and I didn't buy because the return wasn't there today. The cap rate was too high or too low. The vacancy was too high at that second. I thought because it had just traded for $150,000 a door, and now I was having to pay $170,000. The guy was making too much money. I made so many dumb, small mistakes. Buying 38 units. My first deal was 38 units. My first deal should have been 300 units. I didn't need to go 38, 48, 92. I already had the money. So, and by the way, all of you guys have the money too. You just don't have the knowledge and the courage and the confidence to go raise the money. So if you have the courage, if you knew for sure, I bought a $90 million deal recently at Cardone Capital. Okay, I bought a $90 million deal. When I wrote a check for $32 million, I told my wife, we made $32 million today. I gave $32 million. I'm just going to sit and wait till I get 64 back. So if you knew for sure, okay, you would do the deal. You just don't know for sure because you hadn't looked at enough deals. So do your homework, Okay, start walking deals. When you walk deals, grab the course. Okay, the course is 50 hours of video. It's got almost 16 hours of audio where you can just listen. Like, listen to how I look at deals. When I walk through these deals and I don't know anything, I get so close to their numbers 90% of the time. How do I do that? Because I know deals. I know markets. We study a lot of different markets here. Okay, I probably spend an hour every day just looking at different deals that I will never buy. Because the deals I don't buy will indicate to me the deals I can buy, should buy, and need to buy. Grant Cardone, CardoneCapital.com. CardoneCapital.com is the website if you want to invest with me. If you don't want to invest with me, you can still register there and see what we're looking at, see what we're buying. CardoneCapital.com. It's free for you to go look at our deals. Okay, look at what we're buying. Look, the only way you get access to what I'm buying is you register at CardoneCapital.com, and then we at least know who's registered at our site. You can see the deals we're looking at, the deals we pass on. We got great data there. We learn a lot of stuff. I pass on a lot of reports. CardoneCapital.com, CardoneCapital.com, and at least you learn. We have a lot of people that buy their own deals and then invest with me. We have some people that only invest with me. They're like, I don't have time to buy my own deals. I don't have time. I don't have the interest. I don't want people calling me. I don't want the liability. I don't want to do the debt. I don't want to do any of that. I got my hands full with my own job. Until then, I'll see you. Woo! Oh my God, man, do I have a big announcement for you, my friends, my 10X friends from around the world, boys and girls, raised by a single mother. Yes, that's me. Grew up with a daddy that wasn't there for him. Yeah, that's me. Super massive success after starting a career selling shoes. Yes, that is me. And a major proponent of the 10X movement. Yes, that's me, but it's also one other person. I'm so proud to announce Kevin Hart, movie star, comedian. I say his name and you know it, Kevin Hart. I invited him to be at our 10X Growth Conference. Got confirmation today that he will be there. And let me tell you why I picked him, okay? Guy comes from nothing. Used everything against him, turned it, flipped it to make him who he is today. Name is known worldwide. Tremendous energy, tremendous discipline, tremendous work ethic. Dude, Kevin Hart is a bad man. And I'm so excited to have Kevin Hart at the 2020 10X Growth Conference. See you in Vegas.